It's Ray Give TV.
Ray Give TV.
Let's get right to it.
You cap. When they say they was in my car, right? That's how I know they wasn't there. They kept, but Bricc wasn't there.
And you know
Bricc
why,
lying like
right?
a motherfucker. Bricc said he had a cast on his
So
leg
he
or
on
some
crutches or
shit.
some shit. But see, I know he was bullshitting because technically I was going for him to get indicted for that. You basically just said you had a burn a loopy loop. That's a hell. So once again, you on podcast saying you hold him, loopy whoop.
Yeah, but Bricc he been
That's what I'm saying. This is before we knew his whole criminal history. So he popping. If you think he just popping it, okay. And once again, the feds seen you with the 40. They identified the gun on your hip after the no jumper interview, and you're still not charged with that. Like this, I don't know,
bro. They the gun that showed on No Jumper in the paperwork. They said they found the same gun on with a large capacity clip.
The next day when they picked them up, right?
Yeah, the next morning.
Still not charged with that. You're also not charged with that shooting in that parking lot either. The one where he said he let off that 3 shots, he's getting robbed, something like that. That's on the paperwork. That happened around that same time, right? 2023? But if that's allegedly tied to that robbery, once again, not an armed career criminal, G. Wayne. How? Once again, with the crime from 2020, the crime they let him get away with, we would classify him as that.
They setting all that shit aside for him to do what he gonna do.
Yeah, he
2020.
Something going on over there.
And when did that investigation start into the 60s? 2021.
And I just sent it to my other cat. He did like 28 years, but G Wayne, he was the paperwork reader on the yard.
What'd he say?
No, he said he gonna go through it. He did 28.
Oh yeah.
You probably know I'm talking about. Him and his brother was famous for bank robberies. They out of the 60s. He did, I think his brother did like 32. He did 28. They home though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did a bunch of bank robberies and shit, but
yeah, let him check it out.
I sent it to him. PETEY Wack, the nigga that PETEY Wack told on, he called in today. I got the audio. These niggas been telling these legendary names. Hey, watch this.
PETEY Wack got down.
Listen, now you know how big PETEY Wack name was, right?
Yeah.
Take a guess what year he told in.
I can't. What year?
81.
Come on, blood.
Shit, told on nigga from A-Trade Gangster. I got the audio. He sending the work. I got them. Yeah. Yo, this what I'm saying, homie. Like all these old, you know what I'm saying? Bro. Crazy D told on Crazy D from A-Trade Gangster. I got the audio. Crazy D tell you reading the work. And
the crazy part about it, I was living in LA at that time, nigga, and I know that name, Crazy D. That's
no,
crazy.
that was one of them names.
It was one of them names, nigga. I was going to Manchester, nigga, back then. That's crazy.
PETEY Wack, Keita Rocks, like he was up there with them names.
And he was up there with them names, Crazy D. Wow.
But guess what? Guess who road dog that was?
Who?
Big U.
Crazy D?
No, PETEY Wack.
Yeah.
That was his road dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Guess who else was his best friend?
Who?
Nutty. Loose Cannon Daddy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's Ray Give TV.
Yeah, bro. Like it's a lot of bro. Listen, I ain't gonna front. I could have been a career gangbanger. I'd have probably been about 25 years in by now doing time. The fact that within that first uh 10 to 12 years, I woke up, nigga. Well, I ain't never been stupid, but bro, reading this shit, a lot of these cats that was supposed to been this and supposed to been that, and then running across this shit is crazy.
Yeah, as you
It's
get
nuts, bro.
older and you start running into some of these motherfuckers, and you be like, nigga, the stories I heard about you, you was 10 feet tall. And
Yeah,
then you really start realizing, nigga, these niggas is bitches.
yeah,
These
for real,
niggas is
bro.
snitches, nigga. These niggas is something really different, bro.
It's
And you
different, my
like,
nigga.
dang, nigga, I was really following behind you. Like, nigga ain't no follower, nigga, but you like, you really like, damn, now, you can come across some homies, nigga, that really like put they shit forward, nigga. And really put the hood down so make a little bit, you come up behind them. But some of these motherfuckers,
Hey, bro, you see this shit? And see, they get mad at me, y'all. Floyd, why you think they get mad at me? They say, Wack, why you exposing? Bro, but why you gotta? Nah, bro. Because as a youngster, I remember hearing these names when my head wasn't right. I was in competition with the names, and them niggas had already violated.
They want you to sweep that shit up under the rug, bro.
That's out, nigga. I had a nigga tell me, Rack, you be ratting on the rats. Swear to God, bro.
that's crazy.
Nigga
That is crazy
That's
as
an
fuck.
oxymoron for your ass.
You say
said be
you
ratting
double
on the
riding?
rats. A nigga told me I be ratting on the rats, bro. Wack, why you ratting? You be ratting on the people that ratted, bro. That shit ain't cool. Like, stop
You
it.
get
I'm like,
you get off
bro.
Wack?
In my head, I'm like, well, nigga, you must be, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you worried about that, you got to be not right.
That's when you know it's over. You know
Yeah.
what, homie? You got it. I'm gonna stay over here. You just stay over there.
That nigga said you ratting on the rats. He said, Wack, I said, what? He said, you telling on what they told on.
Huh?
I swear to God, bro. Bro, that nigga said you telling on what they told on, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, this shit is
It's
over
different.
with, nigga. It's
No,
shit
it's
different,
different.
nigga. I still be getting them calls. Like I got a call with the last nigga from Compton, right? The nigga, hey man, I was in the feds with that nigga. I helped him put his book together. I heard the shit Wack doing. Everybody know.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, like everybody know, nigga. I don't know why niggas acting surprised, nigga. They all know.
Crazy.
Shit crazy as fuck, man.
Wack, that name you said rings bells over here. I remember him growing up.
You talking about Peedee Wack?
Know about
No,
Crazy D?
yeah.
Oh,
Crazy
Crazy D
D?
from Eighth Grade. No, Crazy D
Yeah.
didn't do nothing wrong. You know what? Here, fuck it. We finna go viral. Who got audio in this
Fuck it.
shit?
We here. Ping up shit in motherfucking room.
Who got audio in this shit? I don't want nobody. Wack, you said crazy. This is gonna be
No,
on. We
Send
gonna
no,
me
clear.
no. I'm not saying you said he
let me
No,
said
see
no,
it.
we
I'm
who's
just
in
gonna
here.
clear it. No, no,
You,
I don't
yes, you
even.
did it.
Yeah, no, DB didn't do nothing, but we did this. Listen, uh, we gonna clear it up because this is Crazy D reading the work of Peedee Wack telling them Crazy D did no motherfucker. Who got audio?
You send
Huh? I know. I just, hey, right. You know, he get to doing sports and shit. He be with his kids or something. I ain't heard his voice in a while. He was finna get checked out. Uh, well, media, this gonna be a doozy for you. This some shit I usually run on the 100 Show channel, but fuck it. This is Crazy D from A-Tray Gangster reading the paperwork.
Right,
Uh,
hold on.
Big Peedee Wack from Rolling 60s, Big U best friend. Um, Loose Cannon's dad, Nutty. That paperwork that I dropped in the Prince. I don't know if you paid attention. The
Of course.
paperwork I dropped in the morning show chat,
Mm-hmm.
all of them is in there. They all in there.
Oh,
Yeah, so they all lined up. Big Eddie Boy, little brother, little Eddie Boy lied on him, lied
yeah. Free
snitched on
Little
him.
Eddie.
But this is 1981. So this name niggas was hearing, Big Peedee Wack, Big Peedee Wack, Big Peedee Wack, Peedee Wack. This nigga had already snitched way back then. So
Damn.
this crazy D from A-Tray Gangster reading the paperwork, a Big Peedee Wack from Rolling 60s telling. Them niggas pulled up, and a lot of y'all that don't know, y'all finna hear regular gang banging. This is 81 shit. Nigga pulled up, niggas was outside, and niggas started killing niggas. Hit one nigga in the head, shotgun another nigga. It's funny though, because when you hear nigga was in 77 and 78 Cadillacs, them niggas had some money, Wayne. 81,
Oh
you in a
yeah, that's a new
77,
car.
78. 81, you pull it, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that was new, nigga.
Yeah, back then, right? So A-Rod got it. This is exclusive on the other side of Clubhouse. No room for the week. You about to hear audio of Crazy D, Big Crazy D from A-Tray Gangster Crips. Read the paperwork. Big Peedee Wack from Rolling 60s when he gave statements on him in 1981. It's gonna be some other names mentioned that some of you old school fellas might know, but the one we keying on is Peedee Wack. A-Rod, let her rip. So
All right, hold on.
Will be monitored and recorded.
All right, start over again, D.
Okay.
Hello?
Right here it says all possible witnesses were transported to the 77th Street station on June 3rd, 1981. Detective Watson conducted interviews of each witness at the 77th Detective's office. Witness Glaze, Rodney Charles stated, I was walking Valerie Hatchett back to her house in Haas Avenue and 59th Street. We were at Slauson Avenue and Second Avenue. I saw a yellow Cadillac Coupe de Ville two-door, about a 78 or 79, and a 77 white and blue Chevrolet Monte Carlo. I saw Devil from A-Tray riding in the front passenger avenue. I heard 2 shots, and I jumped into some bushes. Then I heard about 5 more rapid shots. I jumped up and ran around the apartments to the alley. I saw my homeboys down on the ground. I was about 35 feet from the Monte Carlo, and I saw Crazy D, Deontay Denard, running back to the Monte Carlo with a Gage shotgun. Crazy D got into the car, and they took off out of the alley and followed the yellow Cadillac southbound on 2nd Avenue. I turned around and helped my homeboys. I am positive I saw Devil in the yellow Cad, and I'm positive that it was Deontay Denard, Crazy D, I saw with the Gage get into the Monte Carlo after the shots. I have known Crazy D for about 4 years. Okay? And then the next thing it says, witness Williams, Darren Charles, stated, I was standing on the porch of the apartment number 1 at 2310 West Slauson Avenue with Lucky. I was talking to Mumbles, the dude in the brown leather coat, and Kwame, the one who died. I started to go into the house, and I was just about to close the door when I heard somebody start shooting. I opened up the door. No, I opened the door back up. I heard about 5 rounds go off. I saw Kwame shaking on the ground as Deontay Denard, was shooting him in the back, in the head. I was about 3 feet away. I rolled out into the grass, and I looked right at his face, and he shot one more time. I know Crazy D from A-Trace. He started running towards the alley. I got up and chased him. I saw someone open the car door of the white over blue Monte Carlo and yell, "Come on, D! Come on, D!" Then D got into the car, and they went out of the alley and drove southbound toward 59th Street School on 2nd Avenue. I ran back towards my car to catch up with them, but I couldn't find them. I'm positive I saw Crazy D. I know it was him. Okay. And then, these next witnesses, this is what they said, but they really wasn't doing no telling. But the next witness was, last name was Weekly. I think his middle name is Clifford, and his first name was Jerome. Stated, I was sitting in my apartment, and C-Love and Kwame and the other guys were talking on my front porch. I heard at least 7 shots. I started to turn the lights off in the house, and then I started to peek outside. I heard somebody yell, "They're gone." I went outside, and I saw Kwame laying right there on my steps. I did not see anyone with a gun, and then I did not hear anyone say anything or call any names. I did not see any cars at all. Then somebody named, last name Hollins, first name Willie, stated, I was standing in the front door of the residence of 5858 South Van Ness Avenue on June 2nd, 1981 at approximately 10 p.m., perhaps a little later, when I heard about 9 gunshots. It could have been more, but I really wasn't counting. The shots sounded like they were being fired in the area of 2nd Avenue and Slauson. The shots were being fired rapidly, and it sounded like 2 of the volleys. It sounded like 2 volleys of shots fired seconds apart. I was with Melvin Nance. He lives at 5858 South Van Ness. I was visiting him when this occurred. I drove my vehicle, a blue 67 Malibu Chevrolet 2-door, to the Jack in the Box parking lot where I parked. I saw a crowd running towards the apartment complex at 2310 West Slauson Avenue. I walked down the street to the apartments and saw the boy that was dying, was dead lying on the, and saw the boy that was dead lying on the ground on his back. His head was pointed towards the alley. Yeah. And his
just give me
feet were pointed.
Give me copies of that, bro. Just send me the copies of it.
Okay.
What's your CDC number, man? So I can send you some money.
You could kill it right there.
H300.
Kill it right there. So listen, I be having all kind of shit over here, but you know, people gonna miss me. The rats is gonna say, "We glad that nigga doing some other shit," and then the streets gonna say, "Damn, that nigga Wack was letting us know it wasn't no good. At least some of us could get out the way." But right now, I gotta put the work in to save as many of the youth as I can, because a lot of these niggas is looking up to these niggas. It's a fact. A lot of them looking up to these dudes, bro. Because some of these names, like Devious said, was names, nigga.
Name.
You know what I'm saying? We got names, like it's...
Man, oh man. Bricc, baby. Big U, he going down on. He ain't got no way out. Will he tell? What y'all think? Let me know. Keep that notification bell turned on. I will deliver 24/7 around the clock. You already know it. To everybody out there working hard on the grind, if you believe it, you will achieve it. But you gotta make a plan. You gotta write it down and execute that thing. You hear me? But it's your boy Ray, give him gone. God bless. Peace.